Good afternoon. This is our last part of the project work. Let's start with Nike. Nike has 54 subsidiaries, 9 of which operate in the United States and 44 operate in foreign countries. Nike also acquired Tatalog in 2021, and the map shows the ultimate owner, that is the Knight family, who directly controls Nike with 9.3% by Phil Knight, and with 12.9% with his son Travis Knight. And Guess Watch owns Nike by 74.9% of Class A shares. And finally, we can see that the ultimate controlling party is Philip Knight. Nike can be considered as an azienda. In fact, it is a system and it is a specific objective and decision-making autonomy. In fact, Nike is independent from external pressures and it can autonomously achieve its objective. And finally, it operates with economicità, and therefore it allocates the available resources to the achievement of winning goals.
In Nike, there is an ultimate owner who is Philip Knight, or the Knight's family in general, which is the ultimate controlling party also. They have around 97% of Class A shares by adding the direct control of the family and by the holding company Swatch, which is totally controlled by Knight. Also, and another shares of Class B, this gives them the total control and the appointment of the board members. Therefore, there is no separation between ownership and control. In a business group, there is a separation between control and direction when the parent company delegates the exercise of the decision-making power to its subsidiaries. In Nike, we can see that the decision-making autonomy is in the hand of the parent company, although the subsidiaries' operations are managed within each geographic operation segment and include results for the Nike, Jordan, and Hurley brands. Regardless the geographic location, we may assume that the governance body of the subsidiaries doesn't have the decision-making autonomy.
Based on theory of four models of the rule of subsidiaries, it should be said that Nike has a direct model. Key decisions on the implementation goes from parent company, and according to the theory of negative intragroup interlocks, where the lack of progress and dynamics changes in the corporation, it's explained by two factors: the employment of directors and the personal benefit of shareholders. It should be said that the Nike Corporation can be accessed negatively.
So now the related party transactions are transfer of resources, services, or obligations between related parties, regardless of whether a price is charged or not. So during the year 2018, Nike had some significant transactions, such as the company paid aggregate compensation to Nichols Park around $197,000, including salary, bonus, and matching contributions to the company sponsored retirement plan. In the same fiscal year, Philip Knight, the owner, received around $517,000, including salary, profit sharing, and matching contributions to company-sponsored retirement plans. So we can look to these transactions using three different perspectives: the conflict of interest perspective, the efficient transaction perspective, and the contingency transaction perspective.
Let's tell about Adidas.
The Adidas Group is the parent company of athletic apparel and equipment brands, which include a total of 200 subsidiaries, including the Adidas brand itself. The subsidiaries of Adidas are held directly by Adidas and indirectly via two holding companies, one in Germany and one in the Netherlands. We can say that Adidas, like Nike, is considered as an azienda itself. In fact, it possesses all the three elements required to be as such.
There is a separation between ownership and control when the shareholders doesn't have 100% of voting rights and cash flow rights. According to what we said before, Adidas Group is a public and multinational corporation. Therefore, it is not possible to identify a major shareholder since we have dispersed ownership and the control power is in the hands of managers. Around 40% of shareholders are general public and 51 are institutions. In this case, the separation between ownership and control is total. In Adidas Group, we can see that there is a separation between control and direction regarding the parent company and its subsidiaries. Looking at the executive officers, we can notice that each subsidiary has its own CEO according to its location. So we can interpret that the leadership of the group is distributed among the different executive officers. There is a delegation of the decision-making power to the different subsidiaries that are located in different areas all over the world in order to successfully operate in each local market. The subsidiaries wholly owned by the holding have the role of parents, agent, so they possess autonomy.
In addition, each subsidiary has its own means of communication with the client and maintains its own social media account locally, announcing events, products, and sales. Adidas Corporation is similar to Nike in terms of direct employment. However, it's worth nothing that most of them occupy the position of supervisor in the supervisory board, exclusively in one corporation that continues its development.
So, as defined before, a related party transaction is a transfer of resources, services, or obligations between related parties. Adidas Group has a specific procedure to deal with these transactions, using a specific template, for example, details of the person's discharging managerial responsibility or person closely associated with them, reasons for the notification, details of the issuer, details of the transaction such as price. In the group report, all related party transactions are not unusual and that occur due to the normal activity of the group, following the market conditions. In addition, they have been all pursued in the interest of the group. So thank you for watching.